Hi folks, welcome aboard Royal Caribbean's Freedom of the Seas. We are going to just, do a quick walk around. So to become familiar with the ship and so you guys have a better idea of what this beautiful ship looks like. Off on this side, you've got guest services.
And of course, this is where you would go with any questions or concerns and to settle your bill at the end. Double check that all your charges are correct, by the way.
And a little bar off to the left. See that? Okay. Let's head into the Royal Promenade. And one of the first things you see is the next cruise desk.
And as the name implies, this is where you're going to book your next cruise. The nice thing is if you've booked through a travel agent, that agency will automatically pick up the brand new booking, so you can continue to work with your favorite travel planner. Here off to the right, you've got the market, clothing shop, bathing suits, things like that, and the shore excursions desk. By the way, normally you'd book this far in advance in Cruise Planner. You don't want to miss out on your favorite excursion, but if you decide on something last minute, this is the place to come. They've got handy little tablets for you. Next up, Cafe Promenade, which includes my favorite, Starbucks. Yes, it's an additional charge for the specialty coffees, but any of the little pastries that you see right there, that's complimentary. I had quite a few white chocolate mochas on my cruise. Don't judge me, they're addictive. There's Ben & Jerry's. Haven't had an ice cream there yet. Hope to go later today. Keep in mind, that is an additional charge. It's the soft serve on the pool deck that's a freebie. Here are your fine watches and jewelry. And on this side, you've got Port Merchants, which is your duty-free alcohol and tobacco. And they actually do sell my favorite little rum cakes right here. So why is a vintage car featured in the Royal Promenade aboard Royal Caribbean ships? Well, that tradition dates back to 1997 with the architect of the Voyager of the Seas, who featured it in the model. And the chairman at the time, Richard Fain, loved the idea and donated his own. Here we've got vintages, a nice little bar, and across the way you've got the Royal Caribbean logo and souvenir shop. They've got so much great merch to purchase and bring back home with you.
Which is exactly where I got this and my t-shirt.
There's the Bull and Bear. There was a live musician performing here last night. He was absolutely phenomenal and he had the crowd just singing along. Really was very, very cool. These stairs lead down to the casino on deck 4. And over here you've got Solera, which is the ship's beauty shop. They've got designer perfumes and creams and lotions. And see, these signs guide you along the ship. So it's a perfect time to check out the main dining in the back of the ship.
So here is the main dining room on deck 5, which happens to be our deck. That beautiful chandelier.
Let's pick up where we left off. Here's the port and shopping desk. And off on this side, you're going to find a few more specialty shops. The really, really fancy stuff. And my absolute favorite, Sorrento's Pizza, is off on the right. I am not kidding you when I tell you that this pizza is just right up there with the best cruise ship pizza on the high seas. Here you've got your freestyle soda machines, so if you've purchased the drink package, this is where you're going to get your refills. And now let's keep moving forward. You'll find these guides on all the public areas around the ship. They'll help you kind of pinpoint where you are. Let's move past the elevators. stairs. And over on this side, you've got Star Lounge. This is where we came for our Disney trivia. And being the Disney family that we are, we got all 15 correct. It was that tiebreaker at the end where they hit us with A Bug's Life, which was like super random, and all of us looked at each other with complete blanks on our faces. Really nice little lounge. Well, that pretty much does it for deck 5. Let's head down to 4. I'm going to show you Izumi, the hibachi and sushi place where we had just a fantastic dinner. Let's head around this way. We'll take these stairs down.
Here we are. That is Izumi. Hibachi and sushi. And I've got to say, the food was not only delicious, there was so much food. We loved it. We had such a great time. Over here is Schooner Bar. Nice nautical themed little bar where they host trivia. Last night they had Michael Jackson trivia, which was pretty fun. And now we're gonna walk through Casino Royale, which on deck 5 also had stairs to go straight to the casino. So let's just take a quick walk through, mostly to get to the other side, but the casino is a very decent sized casino. I mean, it's actually pretty huge. Let's look around. Here are those stairs. I'll take you back up to deck 5. And now we've entered Playmakers. Little sports bar. You can probably tell by tons of screens everywhere. Usually quite packed in here. Real nice space. And this leads us right back to main dining on deck 4. See, here we are.
A much nicer view of the chandelier from here. Isn't that beautiful? So what do you guys think of the ship so far? I mean, I'd love your feedback in the comments below, or feel free to reach out on social media. I'm pretty much everywhere.
Okay, that's main dining on deck 4. Let's head down to 3. And really, these are the floors that are the heart of the ship. 5, 4, 3. Because then, as you can tell, decks 6 through 10 are basically staterooms. We've got a few rooms on some of the other decks, but it's mainly where guests sleep. Okay, stairs over here. And as you walk down, you can already see some of the artwork. So this is the final deck for main dining. You can see it down there. Those doors are closed because they are actually preparing for today's brunch. But as we come around here, you've got the art. All kinds of beautiful art. Actually, on this side, I spied some Disney artwork. Oh my gosh. There's Simba and Nala. Got Dumbo over here. Aladdin and Jasmine. Isn't that pretty? Ariel and Prince Eric. And there they are. Mickey and Minnie themselves. Isn't that cute? So on 3, you've basically got the art gallery on this section. And you head toward Studio B. This is the photo gallery focus, where you would purchase your pictures that you've taken while on the cruise. And Studio B is the ice skating rink. We saw a really fun show the other night here in Studio B. Of course, they cover up the ice and it becomes a regular dance floor. There you have it. Those are decks 5, 4, and 3 aboard the Freedom of the Seas. And I will try and walk around the top deck. So 11 is your pool deck with a few little restaurants and bars. Of course, there's tons of people. And I try not to get folks in the video that don't want to be in the video. But there you have it. That's a quick tour around Freedom of the Seas. We're here at the Windjammer, which is the buffet on Royal Caribbean ships. It's about to open. 10 minutes. See if we can do a quick walk around before it fills up with guests.
And welcome to the Windjammer, everybody. Let's head over this way. On the right, you've got Chops Grill, which is one of the specialty restaurants on board the ship. Oh my goodness, it just smells so good. Here are your fresh fruits. And the breakfast starts here. Here's the beverage station off to this side, where you can grab your water, juice, coffees. And the freestyle soda machine is over here on this side. Again, for those with the beverage package. It's such a pretty space. It's so bright and open. Yeah, the Windjammer is definitely a favorite amongst those that are loyal to Royal. And you can see why. Here you've got the International Flavors Station, where you've got your pancakes and waffles, French toasts, muffins, gravy. Then on this side, you've got pastries, danishes and donuts and croissants, you name it. Here's the egg station, where they will make your custom omelets. They'll give you a little beeper and they'll page you when it's ready. Over on this side, tons of fresh, beautiful fruit. Doesn't everything look so beautiful in the morning before guests actually arrive? Okay, let's head over this way. Here you've got your beans, mushrooms, fried rice, sausage, bacon, tons of eggs. Anybody out there as hungry as I am right now? You definitely do not go hungry aboard a cruise ship. Some more pancakes over here, banana pancakes, and French toasts and waffles. Then at the end over here, we've got another beverage station with water, apple juice, orange juice. You've got your teas and coffee. Everything you need for a nice breakfast. Let's check out some of the views. Wow, how amazing is that, huh? Incredible. What a way to enjoy your breakfast in the morning. Jeez. This is Chops Grill, one of the specialty restaurants. Yes, it is an additional charge. We're actually having brunch here this afternoon, so really excited about that. And across from Chops Grill, you've got Giovanni's Italian Kitchen. Happens to be closed, so we can't walk inside, but everything is conveniently located inside the Windjammer. You've got another little bar located right at the entrance of the Windjammer, which I kind of just skipped by. But remember, Windjammer is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, so that makes sense.
Okay, that's our tour of the Windjammer, Chops Grill, and Giovanni's Italian Kitchen. Let's head outside, deck 11, and check out some of the slides and splash areas. The kids have been having such a blast. It's so fun. Let's head out this way. We're at deck 12, just above the pool deck. Here's the main pool deck. And lime and coconut bar at the end over there. We're at Johnny Rockets, toward the back of the ship. Let's head up and check out Flowrider, the Perfect Storm, and the rock climbing wall. It's up this way.
There is Flowrider, surfing on a cruise ship, can you imagine? And the Perfect Storm water slides right in the background. We rode those with the kids, had a great time. Let's head over this way, and I'm gonna show you the rock climbing wall. Check it out. This is right in the back of the funnel of the ship. It's pretty high. Have you ever done one of these on a cruise ship? I have not. Then finally we've got the mini golf, Freedom Dunes, which is just super cute, and the kids really enjoyed their time in the mini golf as well.
Well, we've come to the end of our cruise adventure. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed and learned a little more about Royal Caribbean and the freedom of the seas. Next up, we've got another very cool cruise. I'm gonna bring you along with me for that and a few other surprises coming to the vlog. As always, hit subscribe and that like button, and make sure that you click the notification bell so that as I post updates, they'll come straight to your inbox. Please, please feel free to tell a friend about the channel and about me and Outer Rim Travels. And as always, have an out of this world day. Thanks again for watching, you guys. See you in the next one.